Essenhaus, I struggle with that name, bakery, which is just literally a couple blocks. It's not that far, 1,000 feet. I don't know. It's a nice little walk.
Yeah.
From the hotel. But connected to the restaurant, so we went and got some donuts. I don't know if this gigantic thing does any reference. Well, you don't have your phone. I was gonna say we could hold a cell phone up to it, but it's, I don't know.
I don't know here. There's my arm.
It is huge. I think it was like $2.50 for donuts. So we basically got a donut with Bavarian cream in it, I believe.
I would say it's probably, I don't know, past 6-inch hoagie stage. But we wanted to see if the donuts at the bakery were the same as the ones they had on the breakfast bar at the hotel. So it looks different, but I bet it's the same. This is a really heavy yeast donut. All right, there we go. Took a couple bites to get to the cream.
That's standard donut in my opinion. I want it all the way through.
It's not a light donut at all.
God, it just feels so heavy. I know
you
can't explain that.
But it's not bad at all. It's really good. And it tastes just like the ones on the breakfast bars.
The frosting is so much better than most donuts.
It is. You can tell.
Whatever. It's just not, I don't know if you can see in the video, but usually I complain about this, but it's usually dried. And
yeah, usually they're kind of...
It's cheaper icing, frosting, whatever, normally.
Yeah, you can tell it's just like, usually a thin glaze, and this is a nice heavy coating of frosting, and it's an excellent donut. And
the Bavarian cream has a different consistency, too, than most of them we ever get. We just got a plain, what is this, yeast donut?
Yeah, a twisted yeast donut. Once again, about, I don't know, 7-8 inches long.
It's fairly heavy, too.
It's heavy, but it's not nearly as heavy as the Bavarian cream donut.
We just thought it would be something a little bit lighter.
This one feels about, if you ordered a 6-inch Subway sandwich, it's about that heavy.
Okay, I like this. Not that I didn't like the Bavarian cream, but this is really light. It's really soft.
It's just a sugared donut. It's really good.
Once again, I'm going back to a bakery, like a grocery store. A few times we ever get them, sometimes they're dried out, or I don't know. It is just so fresh.
It's funny, it doesn't feel light, but it melts in your mouth anyway. It's really good. But I can't believe these donuts were like $2.50. I mean,
we had paid more for donuts and got like a third of the donut. And not even at national places, just at local places. I'm pretty sure in Indy we paid more.
We weren't big fans of the Essenhaus restaurant
but the bakery
itself, but the bakery. Holy cow, show up at the bakery.
Stop and get a donut. So we decided to try a couple donuts from Blue Gate Bakery. And to be fair, we got a chocolate Bavarian. To compare it to the chocolate Bavarian we got from
the Essenhaus.
And the chocolate Bavarian is small because the other one was like really long or a longer one, but it's still heavy.
It might be comparable, just a different shape. And then we got just a plain glazed to kind of compare to the twisted donut we got earlier. So we can let you know who has the best donuts, Blue Gate or Essenhaus. Go for it.
Do it the same way. I'm hoping the Bavarian's the same, because the other one, the cream was not so much. The chocolate was better than most donuts with Essenhaus. But also the Bavarian cream was different. Because usually it's like a pudding almost. And the one in Essenhaus was not. It's a different consistency. It wasn't as thick.
This one's more of a traditional Bavarian cream. I think it's more of the pudding consistency, not the kind of like whippy, fluffy stuff.
It definitely has thick donut. I don't know if it's
thick with 2-3 C's. I don't know. It's literally, I'm gonna have to unhinge a jaw to take a bite of it. The frosting's really good, and it's a really good Bavarian, and I have to say, I think I'm giving the edge to Essenhaus on that one, just because I liked how the Bavarian cream had kind of a
different,
almost a fluffiness to it. Yeah, it's hard to describe, but yeah, it was.
Because the icings are very similar.
They're very chocolatey, and you can tell they're homemade, but.
This one's closer to a grocery store donut, I hate to say it, or.
The glazed donut kind of reminds me of a giant Krispy Kreme, really. I mean, in looks. I don't know if it.
It's kind of what it tastes like to me, honestly. Which is not a bad thing.
This one has kind of a yeasty, maybe it's even a potato donut. It's got a different kind of flavor to it than Krispy Kreme to me. I mean, it's not just straight donut. I mean, I think it does have a yeasty flavor to it. I like it. I actually like it better than a Krispy Kreme. It's a little bit more substantial than that.
And the one we had this morning had cinnamon on it, but they did not have one like that today. And that made a difference to me.
Honestly, yeah, the breakfast donuts I think were better.
The restaurant with the Blue Gate, that's the place to get your food. Restaurant, buffet, either way you can't go wrong. Essenhaus, the bakery.
Yeah, the bakery is where it's at for them.